What's going on YouTube? This is Terrence Avon with OG Fight Club. And we got to talk about what's going on in the wrestling world, y'all, especially WWE. They in Paris, they overseas in Europe, man. I was just in Paris. Loved it. Loved it, y'all. So, they were in there, they were in Paris for this Raw. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Also got some more news that some of y'all may already be aware of. So we'll talk about that on the back end, y'all. But let's get into it, man. So did y'all know that Liv Morgan advance to the next round of the Queen of the Ring? So let me ask y'all a question. Why the hell is Liv Morgan even in the Queen of the Ring tournament? Ain't she the women world champion? So why is she in the Queen of the Ring tournament, man? I'm so confused. Like, cause I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Y'all can correct me in the comments. Cause I definitely don't know everything. So correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought that the winner of the King and the Queen of the Ring, they get to choose who they want to fight at SummerSlam for a chance at that championship, right? So it doesn't make sense for one of the champions to be in the tournament, right? So that don't make sense to me, or both of them, right? Because I think Rhea Ripley might be in it too, right? So, but anyway, but yo, this is crazy to me, y'all. But anyway, so Liv Morgan won, y'all, and guess how she won? She didn't win with her finishing move, y'all. She won with the most devastating move in all of wrestling entertainment, y'all. I'm talking about the surprise roll up. Because the finishers don't get the job done these days, y'all. Because you can hit somebody with like 50, 11 F5s and they'll keep on coming, man. But if you hit them with that surprise roll up, it's game over, lights out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but yo, Liv Morgan won, y'all. So she advanced to the next round of the Queen of the Ring. So enough about that. Let's talk about my boy LA Knight, y'all. So LA Knight, man, his aura in Paris. They love your boy LA Knight in Paris, y'all, because his aura was crazy when he came out on Monday night. Crazy. And let me tell y'all something, man. I think LA Knight is like a combination like of like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. It was something about the way that he delivered that night. Like it was just something about his promo that night, man. The way that he delivered, just like his posture, his presence in the ring, man, the way he talked to that microphone. It was just crazy, man. The way he addressed the crowd was crazy, man. So his aura is out of this world. So I would love to see him get a good push. I know he always mess up, man, with the botching, but on the mic, he more than makes up for the botches, man. Because on the mic, man, he's like he's the man. But anyway, but Jay Uso came out, interrupt him. They had some words. The last upload, I was talking about how Jay Uso. I was wondering, like, so did the Yeet go away? Did we retire the Yeet? But apparently not, because he did his thing in Paris. I don't know if it was just because they were in Paris, because y'all know, man, like overseas, the crowds are just different. Like they're just different. The energy that they bring is a whole nother level, man. Like they really make us look bad in America because they really appreciate these stars over there, man. So they were getting down over there, but they were eating. Of course, he had to run it back, right? So he did all that. But at the end of the day, it really wasn't even too many words shared between Jay Uso and LA Knight. Even though he interrupted him, but the most important part of the short conversation that they had was LA Knight told Jay Uso, "Screw your family," and y'all know, man, them fighting words right there. Them fighting words. So Jey Uso said, he gonna whoop that ass. I don't think they were supposed to catch that on camera, but they did. You can hear him say, he gonna whoop that ass." So yeah, so looking like they're building some type of feud because they've already always had like a kind of weird relationship, right? So like a love hate relationship, right? So um anyway, so now we got that going. But that was a good segment between LA Knight and Jay Uso, mostly the LA Knight, because again, his aura is just like out of this world. So hopefully he keeps that up, when they come back to the States. And then your boy Chad, man, your boy Chad Gable seems to be on an apology tour. So he's just going around apologizing to all the luchas, all the luchadors for all the things, for all the dirty things he did, when he became El Grande Americano, the OG, the original El Grande Americano. So he's on the apology tour. And then we'll come back to that here in a little bit because he did something later on in the show that really just proves my point about him being on the apology tour. But what's going on with Chad, man? Like, what do y'all think gonna happen with Chad Gable? Like, now that he's not, El Grande Americano now, like, what is the WWE going to do with him? Like, please don't fumble my boy Chad, man. Like, he's got way too much talent. He showed us that, with the El Grande Americano thing, and then with the mass versus mass, it was like a classic, right? Like people were saying it was one of the best wrestling matches ever, and people are now saying that he's like one of the best wrestlers ever, if not the best wrestler right now, is what some veterans are saying, right? So not just anybody, but like people with some clout, right? They're saying that about your boy Chad, right? So WWE, please do not fumble this, man. Like y'all really got to come up with a game plan to really give this man what he deserves, right? Like he has a ton of talent, ton of potential, man. He could have an amazing, bright future. So I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with him, man, because I'm gonna be so disappointed if they fumble him. But I would not be surprised. I liked him with Otis personally. I really like Otis, and so I don't know if partnering him back with Otis is the right move, but I really like him with Otis. And Otis is another person who has a ton of potential, and he is not being used. He is not, getting the opportunities that he should be getting, right? They're really not using, you know, his ability. They're not using his talent, right? To the nowhere near the extent that they could. It's just so it's really unfortunate. It's really sad. So I hate to see Otis just like being a jobber and not being used appropriately, not be given the opportunities that I feel like he would take advantage of and shine if given the right opportunity. But anyway, so yeah, man. So hopefully they do the right thing with him, man. So because he's amazing. Which brings me to the next part of Raw in Paris. Penta versus Rey Mysterio, man. What did y'all think about this match? What did y'all think about this match? I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought about it because I like to rate the matches like best out of out of 5 stars, right? Range of 1 to 5 stars. Personally, I gave it 3 stars, which just means like for me, it's just like it was mid, right? It was mid. It wasn't like an amazing match, right? It wasn't bad either, right? I just felt like it was a decent match, man. It was like I don't feel like it lived up to the hype, and like we had already saw them go at it a little bit at Royal Rumble, earlier this year. We saw them go at it, or it might have been last year actually, when they went at it at Royal Rumble. And I remember seeing that and being disappointed. Like I remember there being a few spots that were just a little shaky, right? Like not really necessarily a botch, but there was some shaky spots when they went up against each other in the Royal Rumble, right? So I was looking forward to like an actual match, like a full match, right? I would have loved to see it at a pay per view, but I totally makes sense to do it at a Raw event just because of the fact that like there's not really a storyline. Maybe they could have done it in AAA, but there really wasn't like a storyline to build, and that's typically what happens before a PLE, right? So but so that didn't happen. I think I said pay per view earlier. Meant PLE. But anyway, but yeah, so like there was no bill, right? Like there was no story, right? They're not like enemies or anything. They both have a ton of respect for each other. So doing it on Raw was probably the best way to do it. But anyway, again, I thought it was a decent match, man. I wasn't disappointed, but at the same time, it wasn't a 5 star or a 4 star match. I give it three, maybe 3.5, and that might be a stretch. But Rey Mysterio, your boy Rey Mysterio, I don't know how old he is. He got to be like 50, going on 50, might be over 50. I don't know. But man, he wrestled better than people half his age, man. Like he's still in great shape, and the way that he do what he do, man, is just crazy for him to do it at that age, man. So much love to Rey Mysterio, man. Triple OG, like he's been doing it for a long time. I was watching him like when I was in school, when I was a kid, watching him, man, back in his WCW days. I remember NWO getting him in throwing him into a trailer. I think it was Scott Hall threw him into a trailer, man, like back in the day, long time ago, in the WCW days, right? So some of y'all young bucks, y'all don't know nothing about that. But anyway, but yo, it was a fatal four-way match between Ricky Saints, Tala Tonga, Seth Rollins, and Javon Evans. So in this match, in case you didn't know, Javon Evans won. It was a decent match. The best spots in this, in my opinion, was both. Well, when Ricky Saints did that Revolution DDT, amazing move, man. I ain't never seen that. That's my first time seeing that, but that was dope. He tried to do it again, but he failed, and then he got a curb stomp for his trouble. But the other two best spots in this match was both belong to Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins, he ended up hitting Talatonga with a curb stomp on the table, and then he got on a barricade and jumped off the barricade and hit Talatonga with a curb stomp to the floor from the barricade, man. So it was crazy, like an avalanche curb stomp, man. So that was amazing. So it was a good match. There was some interference by the Vision, and so that's what caused Seth Rollins to win. That's why Javon Evans won, man. He took advantage of it. So overall, it was a decent match, man. Again, that's another match I say I give it. I mean, I enjoyed it. Honestly, I enjoyed it better than I enjoyed the Penta and Rey Mysterio match. So I give that one like 3.5 out of 5 stars, man. So it was decent. But anyway, well, what do y'all think? What did y'all think about Raw in Paris, man? Let me know in the comments. As far as Paris is concerned, though, like I said, I love Paris. Just got back from there, man. Like, really, really good time. I got to go to Paris Disney. I got to see a lot of um, a lot of the landmarks and historical sites. I said Paris and Disney. I went to the Disney in Paris, y'all. It was a good time, man. Really enjoyed it. And I think they're going to London next. So anyway, we're gonna check that out. But as far as the news is concerned, y'all, so I heard that there is some drama going on with CM Punk. I'm hearing a couple different things, but so apparently he's taken some time off. That's why he's been away. But there's been some rumors about his pay. There's been some rumors about him taking a cut and him not being okay with that. I don't know how true that is. I've heard some people say it's not true. I've heard some people say it is, right. So I mean, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all like what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing that there is some issues, with pay, and then his wife, right, AJ Lee, she been gone for a while ever since she dropped that title to Becky Lynch. She been gone for a while, man. So it looks like both of them taking a break off. AJ Lee might not be coming back, but I'm hearing that CM Punk is supposed to come back. So we'll see. I've seen some images of him. I've seen some pictures of him working out and stuff like that. Man, he looks really jacked. So looks like he's planning on, like, when he do come back, he's gonna be in better shape. He gonna look better, and he gonna be ready to go when he come back. So if he comes back, man, so I hope he does, because he ain't got too much long left, right? Because he's getting older. He ain't got too many years left, man. So I love to see him back in the ring. AJ Lee, like, to be honest, like, everybody was really excited when she came back initially, like maybe her first couple appearances. But man, that hype died down real quick for AJ Lee. So not surprised to see her go. And to be honest with you, like, I really wasn't too impressed with her run with this last run. Like, I don't know, it was kind of stale to me. Um, things change, right? Like, she still got that same style, exact same personality and gimmick that she had before she left, right? That was years ago, right? So things change, and she didn't change with the time. So maybe that's why. Maybe she didn't connect with the fans as well as she used to. And then that hype, that honeymoon phase of her returning, that died down real quick. But anyway, moving on. I heard Keith Lee supposed to be coming back to the ring. AEW though, not WWE. But I heard Keith Lee is coming back. And then also Conan. So I was talking about WCW early. Conan, man, his gimmick was like he was a gangster. He was like the most gangster wrestler out there, right? But he was on WCW and he was a part of NWO. So I remember watching him, man. I really enjoyed him. He had great ring presence. I don't think he was ever like a world champion, at least not in WCW. Maybe in a different promotion, but not in WCW. But anyway, but yeah, man, but he was really entertaining. I really enjoyed watching him growing up. So, but yeah, so he's been dealing with some serious health issues, and apparently he had to get both of his legs amputated. So it's really sad. But the good news is that I heard WWE took care of the medical bills for him, and they didn't have to do that, right? So that's really good. It's a good look for them, for WWE to take care of someone who helped them build the legacy, right, and build the machine that is WWE, right? But much love to him, sending healing vibes to him and his family, man, and positive vibes and all. So, real sad news to hear that about him. But anyway, but that's the report for this week, y'all. So I'm gonna tune in to SmackDown. Depending on how that is, man, I might do an upload after watching SmackDown. Y'all know how SmackDown is, though, y'all. It's really shaky, y'all. It's really shaky, really shaky. So I don't know, man. I've been really disappointed with like every episode of SmackDown I watch, y'all. It's getting harder and harder to sit through a whole episode, y'all. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So we'll see, man. So I might upload this weekend after watching Friday Night SmackDown. We'll see. If not, then I'll definitely do another upload next week. But I do want to do some uploads about Judgment Day. I want to talk about that because this Judgment Day, y'all. I don't know, man. I think it's time to move on. Been time to move on. But I'm hearing rumors about that too, right? So I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about the Bloodline a little bit more. And then I want to talk more about some of these people that the WWE, some of this talent that they let go this year, because they let a lot of people go, y'all. So I want to talk about that, especially the Y6, man, because the way that they handled that and fumbled that, man, it's crazy, y'all. It's diabolical. So I want to talk about that, y'all. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought. Like and subscribe. All right.